Okay, so after making such a bold prediction to you, my fans out there in YouTube land, guaranteeing an 8-8 Philadelphia Eagles team from 2007 over a 13-3 Dallas Cowboy team from 2007, I felt that I should come out here and explain myself because, a lot of people are probably thinking, oh, he's such a homer, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, and a lot of people obviously think that, last year equates to this year, and obviously that's not the case. Just go ask the NFC South where the division title is rotated the last 4 years in a row. But so I feel justified to come out here and make another video. And fortunately for you, I am actually giving you a player for player starting lineup and backup role, somewhat comparison between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And now you can get a little insight as to exactly why I am guaranteeing this Philadelphia Eagle win. Again, I think the Cowboys are a good football team. Don't get me wrong; they're going to win 10 games this year. Maybe even maybe I say 10 games. I'm not going to go any more than 10, maybe 11. But ultimately, over the last 8 years, the Eagles have always been the better football team. They have better fundamentals. They have a better defense. They have a better defensive coordinator. Better offense. Dallas Cowboys got a good offensive coordinator, but I think the Eagles' offensive coordinator is better. We have better coaching. We have a better game plan and a better philosophy. And, just because the Eagles fell off last year because we had a limping, Donovan McNabb out there, the situations haven't reversed. You guys sent 13 Pro Bowlers, to the Pro Bowl last year in a very weak and depleted NFC. Obviously, if the Giants, a wild card team, went to the Super Bowl, the NFC wasn't really, and it's still not, all it should be cracked up to be. So that being said, I honestly feel that a lot of people again are counting out the Eagles for no reason. A healthy Donovan McNabb equals an NFC East title. It's been a proven fact all along. And, there's no reason why we shouldn't be back to 12, 13 wins this year, hopefully, maybe. At least 11. I said 11-5. But if we go 11-5, and Dallas is only going 10-6 or 9-7 because we are beating Dallas this year. But let me explain to you why we're beating Dallas this year. Because I don't want to be the ignorant fan who comes out here week after week and just says, oh, the Philadelphia Eagles, oh, the Philadelphia Eagles. So I wrote down for you guys a chart. Player for player comparison. Get out of there. Damn cat. All right. So let's start off with the quarterback position. And I know what a lot of people are going to say here, that that Donovan McNabb, he throws 4 touchdowns in one game, that he sucks for the rest of the year. I saw one guy say that. But there's no way that you could sit here and convince me that Tony Romo right now, this year, I'm not saying for the future because he's obviously a lot younger than McNabb, but Donovan McNabb is a 5-time Pro Bowler. He's led his team to the Super Bowl, and he's led his team to 3 other NFC championships, so 4 altogether. I would rather take my stock in that than a third-year inconsistent Tony Romo who hasn't won a playoff game yet. And then not only that, but has looked bad down the stretch in last 3 to 4 games of the season. So you got to give the edge here to the quarterback. I don't care. I'm not being a homer. You got to give the edge to the Philadelphia Eagles. The halfback position, let's just take this one-on-one. Brian Westbrook is a better halfback than Marion Barber. Easy. As of right now, as of today, Correll Buckholter is a better, halfback than Felix Jones. And, I don't even know who your third guy is. Tashard Choice? Who the fuck is that? I'll take Lorenzo Booker any day. So, again, I got to give the halfback position to the Philadelphia Eagles. Wide receiver position, and this is leaving out Kevin Curtis because he's obviously not playing next week. But leaving out Kevin Curtis, let's say the number 1 wide receivers, Terrell Owens versus Reggie Brown. Obviously, you give it to Terrell Owens. The number 2 receiver, Deshaun Jackson versus Patrick Creighton. I'm taking Deshaun Jackson all day. Everybody knows it. I seen little 88's video out there about Patrick Creighton. What a joke, guy. What a joke. We would take Patrick Creighton as our number 1 receiver? Yeah. Why don't you go back to grilling something, pal? Because apparently you left me out of your 101 trash talk circle and you included some real winners in there, but you obviously forgot the number 1 stunner. So anytime you're going to bring up a stupid comment like Patrick Creighton can be our number 1 receiver, well, you're just an idiot. Straight up. situational role receiver, Sam Hurt, Austin. I really will take Hank Baskett, Greg Lewis, and Jason Avant. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you guys have Terrell Owens, but besides that, you ain't got nothing over there. I'm taking the Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver core, man. I'm sorry. I really am. 3 wide receivers last game for over 100 yards. I'm taking the Eagles. Tight end spot, even though L.J. Smith is having a great year, obviously we give that to the Dallas Cowboys. Jason Witten is probably top 2 behind maybe only Antonio Gates. I think he's a great player, Jason Witten. Enough said. Offensive line, Eagles, baby. Look at this. Right tackle, Colombo, John Runyon. I'm taking the experience in John Runyon. Right guard, Sean Andrews, Leonard Davis. Obviously, Sean Andrews is the best guard in football. Right guard, best guard overall. You got the center. You got the center position. Obviously, Jamal Jackson versus Giroud. I can't go there. He's probably one of the best centers in the league. And then we have the whole left side, man. Jimenez. Even if I were to give you Holland, which I'm not, Jimenez is a better left guard. Trey Thomas kills actually, that's pretty close. Trey Thomas and Flozell Adams. But still, the Eagles win. Even if we were to give Trey Thomas and Flozell Adams equal, Jimenez, Andrews, and Runyon take the cake in the offensive line. Our offensive line is better than the Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry to say. I really am. Okay, defensive line. Your defensive end, Canty, versus our defensive end, Trent Cole. I think I'm taking Trent Cole. Oh, geez, I left out the right end. Your right end. Let me look this up really quick here. Your right end, Spears, against our right end, Jaquan Parker. Taking Jaquan Parker. Defensive tackles. We got, what do you got? Ratliff and Tank Johnson. Mike Patterson and Broderick Bunkley are better defensive tackles than Ratliff and Tank Johnson. So really, if you really want to be honest here, not only did we sweep the offense, but we just took the defensive line too. Linebacker, I'm giving to you guys. So far you have linebacker and tight end. I'm going to give it to you guys. Obviously, DeMarcus Ware, James, and Greg Ellis. That's a great linebacker core. Big props to you on that. We have Gaither, Bradley, Gokong, young and up and coming, but like I said, I've been saying this whole video, here and now, your linebackers are better. Congratulations. Cornerbacks, Newman, Henry, Jones, Pac-Man Jones, Asante, Sheldon, Lito. I think, even though, and I'm going to give you props here, that's a good cornerback trio that you have. It's pretty good. It's not Asante Samuel, Lito Shepard, Sheldon Brown. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Everybody's got to give the cornerback spot to the Philadelphia Eagles, obviously. I'm going to give you guys the safeties too. It's close, but I'll say B-Doc. I'll give you Ken Hamlin just because B-Doc, I don't know. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go with a wash with B-Doc and Ken Hamlin. I'm going to go with a wash. That's a tie. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with a tie with Quentin Michael and Roy Williams too, because even though Roy Williams packs a big hit, Quentin Michael is a much better cover strong safety than Roy Williams. Roy Williams is very susceptible to the pass. So, it really, and just to recap again, we have the quarterback, the halfback, the wide receiver, the offensive line, the defensive line, and the cornerbacks. You guys have the tight end, the linebackers, and shit, I'll just give you the safeties anyway, just because I don't want to be too much of a homer. See, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not just making this up in my head. I have a top 50, they rate every single player in the league, and they agree with my rankings here, player for player. They might have predicted the Cowboys to win the division with a 13-3 record or whatever they did, but you can't lie. It's on paper. It's right here on this piece of paper. And what I'm looking at, I honestly, truly, really believe the Philadelphia Eagles are the better football team this year, and that's why I was saying this. So, kickoff return special teams, Eagles. Deshaun Jackson, Quentin Demps, baby. It's all day. So I just wanted to come out here, and I wanted to give you an honest comparison on why I think our team is what they are. So you really don't think I'm a homer, and even if you do think I'm a homer, at least you know that there's a little bit of thinking involved behind my madness. So, team-for-team comparison, Philly Eagles win. See ya. Monday night, Ammo Archive.